Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Thank you for taking time to cruise in for Car Club Talk with Robert, Randy, and Dana, and welcome to our home in the Lone Star Community Radio Studios, housed here in Conroe Tower, and the county recognized as the official birthplace of the flag of the Lone Star State. I'm Randy Weldon, along with Robert Helmer. Missing today in the studio is Dana Pritchard, who's at home with her mother, who, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but anyhow, we're here, and it's sequestered back in the safe room / sound booth is our sound producer or our sound engineer and producer. I almost got it right. I should read it. Yeah. Is our sound engineer and producer, Dick Schischler. We are broadcasting from Lone Star Community Radio Studios at 104.5 and 106.1 FM and streaming worldwide on LoneStar.com, YouTube, and Facebook.
Yeah, he's the man that makes us look good and sound good.
He is the man that makes us look good and sound good. That's right.
Okay.
So, out of curiosity, Robert, what do we have going on the program today?
Okay, I'm Robert Helmer, and we're your host on Cruisin and Car Club Talk. And on today's show, we have our Roman reporter. He's going to be coming into the studio today. David Meine.
Meine, that's right.
It's Cajun. You got, I guess you got an E?
I thought it was German, but okay.
No, it's Cajun.
All right.
Yeah. And then we're going to review the July 4th Kingwood Parade with a video, and you were there, right?
I was there, yeah.
Who did you have in the back of your car?
I had, what was the gentleman's name? David Linebarger, I think it was, who's the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce from East Montgomery County.
Okay. They had the mayor also there, right?
Yeah, Mayor John Whitmire was there, and you'll be happy to know that he didn't ride in any of the Mustangs, but he brought his own vehicle. However, he drives a Ford F-150 as his personal vehicle.
But what vehicle did he ride in?
In the Ford F-150.
So he was in the back in the bed.
He was in the bed. He had more security people around him than anybody I've seen in a long time. So
for a mayor, huh?
Well, for a mayor, for about anybody, yeah.
Pretty good crowd, right?
They had a really good crowd turnout for that, yeah.
And the weather was fine?
Weather was good. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't too humid. It was nice.
Oh, that's good.
So we had a good ride.
Oh, that's good. And you filled up all the Mustang positions, right? All the Mustangs you needed were there.
We needed 7. One of the dignitaries did not show up. It was a tax assessor.
Oh, okay.
Probably good that she didn't show up. But no, that was that person that David was supposed to be carrying, by the way.
Oh, okay.
But anyhow, no, we had enough Mustangs to go around.
Well, that's good.
Worked out real well.
Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to visit HPD Twin Peaks Car Show. That was held on the 6th.
Were you there?
I was there.
All right.
Yeah, and so, hopefully I'll show up in the video or something, at least my Celine or something, Hopefully we're in there somewhere. So that was a great crowd, and food was good, and we went all inside and ate. So
in the air conditioning.
In the air conditioning, yes. Yeah, it was pretty humid out there.
I've got my car back now, so maybe I'll come out and do some things.
Okay. And on the news side of things, one thing I want to say is with deep sorrow that we have to share some news of the passing of Miss Dolly Gullo.
Yep, I saw Miss Gullo passed away.
So that's the husband of Tony Gullo Sr.
You can tell how close they were, Tony and Dolly, in that Tony passed away, and it hadn't been very long, and now his wife's passed away.
Right. July 4th is when she passed at the age of 94.
Wow.
And they were married for 71 years.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, she's not the only one to pass. Your dad passed away last week. And
right.
You just buried him this past Monday.
Yeah. And they were celebrating their anniversary of 50 years.
Your mom and dad?
Yep.
Yeah. Of 50.
50 years. My
Wow.
dad was 84.
Wow.
So-
That's what, and I know you've been around when actually we've been here in the studio before when the phones rang, and it's been Aunt Reba, who was
Yeah.
an aunt to an ex-wife of mine, but she always stayed in touch with me a few times a week. And Aunt Reba passed away on July 4th. Also, she was 85.
Yeah. And my dad had a great funeral. You talk about exes. We had a large crowd, and I've seen more exes showing up than
Your exes.
Yeah. Well, one of them, one of my exes, my brother's ex. So it was
How
like
many exes you got?
2.
2. Wow. I got 3.
Yeah, the high school sweetheart, and then the one I was married to for 30 years.
Oh, so you're one behind me. You got to catch up.
Yeah. So, and also we went to Dallas.
We
went
did
to
for the
Mustang,
MCA meeting.
Yep,
Yeah.
Mustang Club of America meeting. Got to experience how boring those things are.
It was contract negotiations, man,
Yeah.
for the MCA office manager, and it got worked out.
Yeah, it did. After a couple of hours of going back and forth, it's like, come on, let's vote on this bill and let's get this over with.
Well, there was a little bit of steaming going on while trying to negotiate things out, but that's natural in contract negotiations, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, hey, I wanted to mention also, before we move too far off the subject, that Dana's not in the studio because, her mother got discharged from the hospital, and her dad, Bruce, and her are taking turns being with her mother. She can't get up. She's on the breathing apparatus. But to get up and move around, somebody's got to be there with all the time. So
I got you.
Yep. So she's not in the studio because of that.
All right. Well, hopefully things will get better and get her back in here because
Hopefully so.
we definitely need her back in here.
Well, she's the only knowledge of any real knowledge on cars.
Actually working on the cars.
Actually working on it. You and I know how to drive them. That's about it. Yeah.
Speaking of cars, I thought this was an interesting story. You know how that very expensive EV was at Coffee and Cars? It looked like a Lamborghini. Something was $2 million, something like that. $1 million car from Italy.
I do remember one of the cars.
And I was telling you how when it passed by, it didn't make a sound.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that just ain't right. Well, they're actually having a recall on the Dodge Charger EV, and the recall is for being too quiet.
Being too quiet.
Yep. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration actually has a rule now on EVs that it has to make some type of noise for pedestrian safety. And it's in the program in the computer, but it's not coming on. But it sounds like a regular engine. So they're having a recall. They're going back to the dealership so they can turn this fake engine sound on.
Oh, man, I'd rather have mine sound like a herd of cows coming down the road or something,
So I thought that was interesting, that they're actually being recalled for that. And they're not just they're putting them in all EVs.
Well, yeah.
You can turn a switch on and it does make some noise.
Considering that we're talking about this for pedestrians,
Mm-hmm.
we've got to be talking about some sort of cityscape where you've got crosswalks and stuff and people crossing the street.
Yeah, because they're not only do you not hear them, they're quick. And
oh boy, they quick.
so they can be up on them on a pedestrian before anybody knows it. So that's the tire noise of a turning tire of these things coming in is not a whole. You have to actually pay attention to listen to that.
Right. At a lower speed. It's not that loud.
Right, it's not.
Yeah. I was in Tahoe one time, and I come down the side of this mountain in the California side, right? And never thinking about people walking out into the street, and I wasn't going to stop because, hell, I'm from Texas, man. Pedestrian's just a bump. Oh, man, these people screaming at me, pointing at me, and then I found out, well, that's California law. You got to stop out there for people in the crosswalk.
Well, yeah, pedestrians, I've always heard, had the right of way.
Not here that I'm aware of.
Yeah, the pedestrians have the right of way.
Well, I haven't been taken to jail yet. So.
So you just go right through, you just blast right through the crosswalks, huh?
They've got the nerve to walk.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's got to be like that, man.
Yeah. And let's see. So we go past the EV noise. Okay. The Hemi, it's official. The Hemi powered Ram 1500 is coming back with the Hemi.
That'll be a good truck.
Yep.
Nice and
It
light.
says,
Plenty of engine.
the ECO says we got it wrong and we're fixing it. We're putting the engine back.
Is this your day to report on Chrysler products?
No.
Stellantis
It just
products?
happens to be, what was in the news. So the Hemi V8 is coming back for 2026 for the Ram 1500, and so that's pretty cool. I think that's going to sell more.
So probably about a year from now, we'll start seeing these things.
Yeah, we'll see them back on the sales lots. And so I thought that was a good story. Seeing those coming back.
Well, I'm glad they're coming back, but I'm sticking with my F-150.
The hybrid or what?
My F-150.
Oh,
my 2014.
Oh, okay.
With the 5.0 engine, yes.
Do you still have that thing shutting off every time you come to a stop, or did you turn that off?
I don't have that in my truck.
Oh, you don't have that option in your truck?
That was a rental car.
Okay. Well, the reason why I was asking, that's in the news too, because now that those cars have been on the road for a while, they're actually seeing extended wear because of this.
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine how it's not,
Yeah.
because that thing stops. You don't really feel it stop, but when you hit the gas, it shakes and rattles and powers back up.
Yep. So, they're actually seeing more starters and more engine wear because of it. And now it's starting to show. So maybe it's not such a great idea.
Yeah. It was an idea, man.
And then the next one is the Corvette. The ZR1X is a new model coming out because 1,200 horsepower, I guess, just wasn't enough.
How much we got on this thing?
It's over. It says it's over it, but what they did was apparently the ZR1 Epic Power Performance, Chevrolet saw a fix to make it even better. So they took a little bit from the E-Ray, the electric Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this, not only does this have a combustion engine, 1,200 horse, they're now putting 2 electric engines on the front axle to help.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this
that's going to be some launch there.
Yeah, this thing's going to be quick.
You can say what you want. That's a good looking car.
Yeah. So it says potentially 2.0 seconds to 60 miles an hour. 2 seconds.
Does it say what the horsepower is supposed to be?
No, it just says 1,200.
1,200.
Yeah.
1,200 plus.
Yep, 1,200 plus. Yeah. They're not going to tell you.
No, somebody will dyno that stuff. Where's Chris Carroll when you need him?
Yeah.
Let's get this thing out there. Send him the test cars.
So, did you have any other news before we get to events, before we bring David in?
No, other than tonight when we leave the studio, we're headed out to Rudy's Barbecue out on Highway 105 for a Northside Mustang Car Club meeting. We've got that going on next month. We've got the car show down in Kemah.
Yeah.
With the guys with Space City Mustang, and next week, although you'll probably try to work, I'm going to Austin to the Saline Nationals.
Yeah,
like Are you going to come over for that at all?
I may be there for the weekend, but not during the week,
dude. Well, come on over because we'll be doing the announcing and the music and stuff, and I'd like to have you there at the booth with us.
Okay.
And Steve Saline might be willing to sign your car if you're nice enough to him.
Okay, sounds like a good idea. Let's bring in David next, and then we'll get to some more events afterwards.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
This is Cruisin' Car Club Talk on Lone Star 104.5 and 106.1 FM. Or for those of you who may be wandering outside the listening area, we can be streamed around the globe on Lone Star, on irlonestar.com, YouTube, or Facebook. Right. I'm Randy Weldon.
And I'm Robert Helmer, and we'll be right back with our first guest, our only guest.
All right, we're out.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gold Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas ticket.
We are back and appreciate you spending time to cruise in for Car Club Talk with Robert, Randy, and Dana. By the way, we'll get Dana back in here. It's just a matter of when we get her back in here. So,
Or might have to do a Zoom or something.
we'll get her to Zoom
Yeah.
in, absolutely. But who do we have in the studio with us right now?
We got our Roman reporter, David Meine. Meine. Okay. And it's good seeing you in here now because we've seen a couple of your videos. So we're going to review some more videos.
We have aired a couple of videos of his,
Yep,
haven't we?
we sure have.
Yep.
So we want to kind of like get into knowing you better about how did you get into photography, especially cars?
Well, it wasn't on purpose. My family was amateur photographers, but I got into drag racing right after high school. And as soon as I got involved in drag racing, I wanted something to record and capture it. So I bought a good camera and a couple of lenses and started photographing just the races. But the photography expanded beyond that. But
Yeah.
it had to start with my love of cars.
Let me ask you, what was your first camera? What was the name of it?
Ready? It was a Yashica.
So
Has
was
anyone ever heard of that?
TL Electra.
Pardon me?
Is it Yashica TL Electra was mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 35 millimeter Yashica.
Yashica was popular back then.
Yep, sure was.
Yeah. And then Sony showed up, but with the Zeiss lenses originally.
I tell you, when I really kind of like got away from it a little bit was when it all went digital.
I stuck with film for a long time, and I kept going into my favorite lab, and I kept asking them, y'all know I'm doing weddings and stuff. Is it ready to switch over? He goes, no, they don't have the whites right yet. Not quite ready. And so I held on and switched to digital as late as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, the processors, even with lighting, were a big thing in trying to get the white and the grays correct.
Well, you can manipulate so much. Back when it first came out, that's what I saw. Was you could put it on the computer and you could change everything. And I'm like, okay, maybe you're taking the fun out of photography now because you're supposed to have been able to catch that kind of stuff naturally.
Well, you know, I got to think about David saying how he got started photography while drag racing. He was the guy going down the quarter mile
With the camera.
with the camera, one hand on the wheel.
No, film photography was too difficult for that.
Yeah.
I do not think I ever put a camera on board a race car, but as our
Yeah,
cars evolved, it got more and more difficult
the
to put a
GoPros
camera.
were not out yet.
Yeah, and it's hard to put a camera on a dragster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little difficult. That's right.
Yeah.
I did notice one of the guys in the parade, in the Kingwood parade, Tick Davis, had an extended pull on the back of his Mustang and had I don't know if that's a GoPro or what.
Yeah, coming out the trunk lid.
Had a little bit of that footage on there as well.
Yeah.
On the Facebook anyhow.
Yeah.
So,
So what type of car did you have when you were drag racing?
When I started, I had a 69 Mustang convertible, and it was really nice looking, and it had a small engine, and it was hard to see how fast it was. It was not
302, right?
It was a 280. Well, yeah, it was a 305, but yeah, y'all know it was based on a 289 standard transmission.
So what got you into Mustangs? Because you've got a Mustang now.
My best friend had a Mustang, and my girlfriend had a Mustang, and I had to have a convertible. Y'all people know convertible owners. You love it or you hate it.
That's right.
I love convertibles. I could not find a Camaro convertible. That's the only reason I went
that
with
was
a
kind
Mustang.
of rare back then. Yeah,
They were.
Yeah. Well, at least you got to the right side of the house finally. But somehow I don't think it had anything to do with a friend as much as it did the girlfriend.
Yeah.
That was the conversion there.
Oh, well, she actually did a little bit of drag racing herself.
See? Yeah, you had the right girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, people were amazed. Pretty, small, blonde woman out there helping me change an engine.
Yeah.
Good woman.
Yep.
That's what that sport's all about, man. So you you got started in this with that. Then you ended up actually becoming a professional photographer.
I did all kinds of still photography. I just called myself a mercenary. If it hired, I did it. But one of my big employers was an oil company. I worked for an oil refinery, and they wanted to have a photographer in house. So once the one that retired, I became the site photographer for the oil refinery, and that paid pretty good. And
I can imagine.
so that allowed me to be a photographer and keep my oil company job at the same time.
So wait a minute. Did you start at the oil company as a photographer?
No, absolutely not.
What were you doing originally?
Oh my gosh. I started off as a laborer. I came in on the ground floor, and then they trained me to be a machinist, and I worked as a machinist.
That's how I got in.
Went
ground
on
floor.
and on.
Yeah.
So you came in, you were sweating to death and getting dirty and smelling like oil and shavings and all this stuff, and one day they come up to you and say, "Hey, would you like to do photography for us?"
Actually, they were very aware that I was doing photography on the side.
Right.
So they sort of had me groomed for the replacement when the guy that had been doing that retired. It's a very secure location, so they want an inside photographer. They do not want to hire someone to come in from the outside. They want to be able to control
For
everything.
safety control.
Yes, absolutely.
So no Russian photographers.
Yeah.
No Russian photographers.
Yeah. So were you making catalogs for them or something?
No, I did boring work. lot of inspection photography.
I got you.
Sometimes I would photograph vice presidents and stuff when they came in for meetings and stuff. But a lot of times it was their big events, seminars. Like I tell people, so that was not my most exciting photography work, but it did pay well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it's at. You in photography, getting paid is the big thing.
It is.
At least as a professional, because it's not easy.
No, and it's a very competitive group, and luckily I had some of those little niches that not many people could get in. As far as competition with the oil company, there was none. I was their man.
Right.
So
Interesting.
how long were you with the oil company, and then did you leave and go on your own as a photographer?
I was with them for 42 years.
Oh, just a couple of decades.
Yeah.
Yes, I photographed for them for probably about 15. And when I retired from working for the oil company, I also retired from commercial photography. And that's when I started getting serious about videography.
And cars.
Oh, I never got away from cars.
Yeah,
But now you got more time to devote to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't you say, though, that you were doing portrait photography for, I'm assuming, just for individuals or weddings or something like that?
At my house, I had a small studio, and I did portraits. I did weddings. I did real estate. Like I said, if it
Have
paid,
camera.
I would do it.
Have camera, we'll travel.
Did a lot of sports photography for the Conroe Courier, and I loved that job. Boy, that was exciting. But love Conroe Courier.
Yeah.
But it did not pay well.
Yeah, well.
So you had to have something else to go on.
Small. It's still at the time, I'm assuming, even to this day, really more of a small town newspaper. You know.
It is, but they share with the
Houston
Chronicle,
Chronicle.
Houston Chronicle.
Mm-hmm.
So some of my work went to the Houston Chronicle, and one day one of my pictures made the front page of the Chronicle, the Sunday front page. The top part. That people ask, was in the top part of the crease. That was it.
It was above the fold.
And I didn't shoot it. My assistant did.
Oh, you're kidding. Did you? I take it you shot a lot of photos of the Conroe taggers and that type sports stuff.
There was a sports. There was a football arena team. They were not around for long, but I was their photographer for a little while, and I would go out on the road with them, and I'd shoot the local games and stuff. And once again, that was a lot of fun, but didn't pay well as I.
Well, you're retired now, right? When you're doing this?
Oh no. This was back when I was for hire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did for hire till 2019.
I was talking to David a couple of weeks ago, trying to get him lined up and arrive on time for the Kingwood 4th of July parade. And he was saying that, he's busier now
Than he was.
than when he was
Before
working.
he retired.
Yeah. But
That's a good busy.
Oh, yes.
with one exception, it's not paying.
Yeah.
He's doing it for free.
Right.
So, but that volunteer stuff works out. You feel better at the end of the day.
It does, and I get to work for groups that, frankly, could not afford me when I was working. So it's just different, and I'm okay with doing pro bono work. I don't have any problem with that.
Yeah, because we couldn't pay you either.
But we would ask for free.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Can you volunteer that
Yeah,
time?
that's it.
So actually, he came out to the Kingwood 4th of July parade with a phenomenal camera. And camera actually caught me a little bit on camera, a little off guard too, because I wasn't paying attention. But he went and interviewed Mayor John Whitmire and filmed some of the parade. And
Okay, you ready to go to that?
yeah, if we can, let's click into that.
Okay.
There's proof that my car is actually on the road again.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Mayor John Whitmire, thank you very much for inviting Northside Mustang to this parade. We're glad to be here.
Well, I'm excited that you're here. In fact, this is a real-time example of Houston's greatness for people to come out, feel safe, and really the unity of Kingwood and the North Side. We're all in this together. We have a lot to be thankful for today. We're very fortunate to live in America, and I'd say we're fortunate to live in Houston and Harris County because we've been discovered. People from all over the world want to come here because of our community, our resources, our med center, our port. We have work to do, we have challenges, but we're meeting our challenges. I'm excited to be here in Kingwood with you today.
Mr. Whitmire, thank you once again.
Thank you, partner.
Great interview.
First
Yeah,
time
that came
I met
out
him.
good.
Nice guy.
And driving a Ford, by the way.
You're in the front seat. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I know that guy.
Yeah. You surprised me. Your dignitary didn't show up, right, David?
There's no Republican. No, that was the tax assessor, and I got a couple of comments about taxes.
I'll bet you did.
I tried to tell him I got a camera hanging up out of the top of the car. I have no one else in there. I tried to tell him, hey, I'm not the tax assessor.
You gotta play the part when they don't show up.
This is hurry up and wait.
Yeah, and that's what we do. But once you get rolling, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
I really
good-
like
pretty
this
good
crowd.
crowd. Yeah.
I'm hoping to come back next year.
That's one of the commissioners, Tom Ramsey, I think his name is. It's our buddy Van driving the car up there.
Yeah, I like the flag pose. It
Yeah,
looks
they
good.
look good, don't they? Was this your first parade, David?
Oh, certainly not. I've done a lot. And I usually use the same routine. I take my convertible because I like the convertible, but it allows me to shoot video out of the top of the car. That allows me to do a 360, as you see here.
Yeah, this turned out good.
I went to a parade the next day, but the convertible was broke. That's another story for later.
So, well, at least it worked for our portion of it. Thank you.
Yes.
I like pointing at the little kids that are looking at you and they're
Well, they
not
got
sure what to think.
They got their bags out. Y'all throwing anything?
Behind us, they threw candy
Oh, okay.
because 2 or 3 years ago they threw the candy in front of us, and the kids would run out. We'd have to stop.
I got you. Safety.
Yep.
Some parades allow the candy, some don't want you to do it. This was my first one, so I didn't, but I was too busy to distribute candy, being cameraman.
Well, again, I had actually mentioned to them that it would be better if they threw the candy behind the cars than in front, because we were having to stop.
Well, I did parades in Oak Ridge North, and they would throw the candy out to the side.
Yeah, you think that you can make it to the grass?
Yeah, no, they
worked okay.
when I was in this a couple of years ago, they didn't make it to the grass,
Oh.
but the kids sure made it into the street. They had a good turnout, didn't they? That's a great street to drive down to with the trees over it.
Well, they got their pop-up tents. They look like they've been there for a while.
A couple of people have been there for a minute, yeah. There you go. Video producer David Meine.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you doing that one. Now, this next one we've got is what? It's
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. That's an HPD event.
Yeah, that's Troy Dixon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that was a pretty good day, I thought.
You're saying that because they had beer available with the food. We know how you are, Robert.
Yeah.
Now, some of the girls did come out to pose just a little bit, and I did not capitalize on that. I may come up there again and maybe see about getting them.
This is every month, so next time.
Right. Lesson learned. Lots of high-end cars.
Yeah, that's the blue one's a Terminator. There's Brent.
Yeah, it looks like Brent's car.
And I'm right behind him.
Oh, it is your car. You ought to
Yeah.
voice that thing every now and then.
Yeah.
Imagine that. I made sure y'all made the video.
There's
Uh-oh.
Jason.
There's Jason. Who's got that Thunderbird? That's nice.
No, it's a vet.
Oh, Vet. Well,
That's an early Vet.
look at me. I can't tell my cars from one from the other. Not even the same manufacturer.
What's that, a 56?
No, it's like a 54, 55.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those
Flying
Mustangs
TLC.
there are Terminators with the big engine and supercharger. They were some beautiful cars.
That's something you won't see often.
Where's Tracy Templar with his GT500? Didn't come out, huh? Tracy, you got to get out of bed. This thing's at noon.
That's nice. The old Impala.
I'm not sure what that engine modification is.
I think that's a turbo with it sticking out of the hood. I don't know why they did the plumbing that way, but they did. He always has a lot of Corvettes there. They got a Corvette club that shows up all the time.
Yeah, big Corvette club in this town.
That's nice. One thing about it, you don't see the same old boring colors.
No, you don't.
You know, white, gray, black, you know. See multicolors there.
Those are similar colors, but
Yeah.
they've
You
got
see a
some
lot of
yellows
reds
and some
greens
reds out
and
there. Yeah.
Yellows. Yeah. Not your average parking lot.
Twin Peaks, that's always a good turnout. I need parking up there in the shade underneath. So, David, what's your next outing?
This Saturday morning, Conroe Cruisers are going to have their little cruise in the morning to try to beat the heat. So I will be there doing video and still pictures. They're going to meet about 9 o'clock at I think it's called Mystic Pizza, right off of 336
Right.
here in Conroe.
That was their original place that they used to meet, and then they moved it to Kroger's across the street, and now they're back.
Right, yeah. Kroger's had some issues with people misbehaving. It was not us,
Right.
but they just wanted to make their distance from car people completely, which, that's something they have to do. They got business to run.
It happened
Yeah,
to
never had the problem over at the pizza place.
But that happened with Nifty 50s too. They were in Kroger parking lot originally and got moved on out. Kroger was like, y'all got to go.
Yeah, well, Nifty 50s outgrew it too. There was no room. There
they
was no
did.
more room to park.
That's true.
Is Nifty 50s, have they got an event now?
Yeah, they're back.
Yeah, they're back.
I think
They're in the
Quorum
Woodlands
again. Are they in the Woodlands or the
Yeah,
Quorum?
They're in the Woodlands, or not?
I think they moved to the Quorum or back there. I don't know.
I think you get to it off of Luetta.
Yeah, off Luetta.
Yeah, you get to
At
it.
Kirkendall, right?
Yeah, you gotta go back off of Luetta.
Yeah, that's the Quorum.
Okay,
But hey, Google it. Don't take my word for it.
but the parking lot is small, also there.
Yeah, they fill it up.
Yeah,
They do a good job filling it up.
yeah, especially during their Halloween event.
Yep.
Yeah, people park down the street to be part of that.
Yep. Or on Mustang night.
Mustang night too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So where's this Mystic Pizza at?
It's on 336. It's west of I-45, just very, very short distance from
Yeah, 336 south.
336 south,
South,
and
okay.
I-45.
All right.
Right.
All right.
And I'll be there in the morning,
And it's Saturday morning at what time?
9 o'clock.
9 a.m.
So I know where Incredible Pizza is.
Maybe Mystic Pizza is the name of a movie, and it's Incredible Pizza.
Well, the Mystic Pizza is the name of a movie in Mystic, Connecticut.
Well, it's one of those
And there
pizza
isn't-
places that have the kids' rides inside.
Yeah, that's Incredible Pizza. It's right.
Is that what it is?
It's in the Waffle House.
Yeah, right next to the
parking lot out
Waffle.
there.
Yep.
Yeah. Mystic Pizza with Julia Roberts in it, and that's actually a pizza place up there. So,
Okay. Speaking of events,
but you remembered it.
yes.
are you planning to go to the Texas Elite, Steve Green's show?
I don't know about that.
That's going to be at the NRG. It's going to be July the 26th and 27th. Steve Green used to host the Autorama.
Houston Autorama, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So now he's not doing that anymore. So he's created the Texas Elite Auto Showcase.
I don't know if it was Steve, but it was the C10 Club, right?
No.
Steve was the main dude.
Yeah, but their club was called Relax Atmosphere.
That's it. That's the name of it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's who's putting this on now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I'll definitely look into it.
Yeah, so that's going to have some really top cars there. That's what he's bringing in, some high-end models. Let's see.
By the same respect, if you want to go over to Austin next weekend, there'll be a Celine National, or the Celine Nationals are over there in Austin.
22nd Celine Nationals. That's going to be July the 23rd to July the 27th.
That's right. And that'll be at Kalahari Resort. Indoor car show. Of course, so would NRG be an indoor car show.
Yeah, and it's in Round Rock, Texas.
Yep.
So you can get a hold of Pam. She's going to be the host.
Pam Parsons.
Parsons, yep.
Yeah. And she probably doesn't want her phone number out, but it's 214-288-0075.
Okay, what is that again? Because I don't have it.
It's 214-288-0075.
Okay.
Pam, you can kick my butt later.
Yeah. And then let's see, we got the Northside Mustang Car Club is hosting a cruise through the National Forest, August the 23rd. That's going to be at 8 a.m. and you're going to meet at the Brookshire Brothers in Montgomery, Texas.
That's right. That's where we'll depart from.
Right.
The Brookshire
Brothers
parking lot.
in Montgomery, Texas.
Yep.
That's right out there off 105. So and that's how many cars did they do that last time? They had about 60.
Yeah, we had like 67 cars last
Yeah,
time.
Wow.
going through the national forest. Yeah.
I'm still going to try to be there.
Go down into what's the name of that town? Independence? Is
I think they're going to go through a couple of towns. They'll probably go through
but
Richardson and
usually go down there and shoot pictures of the cars in front of the courthouse.
yeah. Is that Anderson? No, it's
Anderson,
Is
Texas.
it Anderson?
That's it. Yeah.
It's Anderson. Oh, the Anderson Courthouse. Let's see, August the 16th, we have the All Mustang Car Show at Kima on the Boardwalk, and that's the Space City Mustang Car Club.
We're going to be out there too?
And they're going to be celebrating the 60 years of the American favorite pony car, the Mustang.
All right.
And it's going to have live music. The band is called 8-Track. So it's
8-track. Huh?
It sounds like some 70s music or something. I don't know. It's $30 to enter your car, and it's a great show. Plus, you get, have your car on the boardwalk.
You get to deal with Dwayne and Henry down there.
And it looks like let's see. That's what I got for the events.
All righty.
One more car news. Do you know the Chevrolet Malibu is going away?
No.
Yep.
No.
The only production car Chevrolet will be making is the Corvette.
That's the only car. Everything else will be an SUV or some sort of a
EV or
crossover
something like that.
or a truck or something like that.
Yep.
Interesting.
That's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder when that decision was made. Was that just announced?
No, they're ending it in the production for the 2025 year at the end of this year.
No. Malibu wasn't my favorite, so.
Yeah, but there's not too many sedans out there, or family cars out there.
No, but the funny thing is, Malibu is a favorite of a lot of people.
Right.
I mean, there's a whole Malibu club and all that stuff.
And another note is on the Hemi-powered Ram 1500, Chrysler is saying that they're taking orders now. So if you want to go ahead and go order your Hemi, you can go ahead and get in line.
I'm going to stick with my Ford F-150.
Okay.
It hasn't left me stranded anywhere yet. And as you know, it's been across the United States quite a bit. So, yeah. So tell us about your Mustang that broke down. What happened there?
Well, I got very close to the exit to go home, and this is
From the
on
parade.
From the parade. I mean, I'm on the way home from the parade, and all of a sudden the front end, the steering wheel starts shaking, and starts pulling hard to one side. And I think, man, what in the world's going on? It's got performance tires on it. I thought, well, maybe I've got a flat tire. Well, here's my exit anyway. So I exit and I pull over to go. I'm only about 2 miles off I-45. So just exit and see what's wrong with the car. I exit, it's doing a little better. So I go ahead and drive the 2 miles home and say, well, if the tire's flat, I'll pull it in the driveway and find out. Pull it in the driveway, found out the front right caliper had locked up. Now, they don't lock up completely. They just grab real hard.
Right.
Yeah.
And I could tell that because there is smoke coming off of the front right.
That rotor's all red.
Not to mention
No,
the heat.
not that bad, but a lot of smoke. And I have wanted to replace the front brakes with some big brakes. So I looked at that, and I see the rotor's damaged a little bit. 25 years old. You got to replace the caliper. You got to replace the rotors. You're going to have to replace the pads. If you're going to spend that much money, why not spend 4 times as much and get some high performance brakes?
Upgrade, huh?
It doesn't make sense, but I justified it.
Of course.
So I've got some really nice high performance brakes on the front of the car now. It's back in action.
You still married?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out of his checkbook.
Yeah, that's
Well, I mean,
story.
it's justified. Hey, they broke. It broke. We got to replace the brakes. So.
Yeah, I just didn't have the heart to take perfectly good, fairly new factory brakes off and go put expensive brakes on. But when that happened, I said, "Hey, this is my chance."
This is the reason to
you
do
do
it
it
right
now
here.
or never, right?
That's
You
right.
know. But
That's right.
I do like the new brakes a lot. They stop better and they're not grabby.
Did you get the Brembos? What did you get?
I got Willward,
Willward.
and they went on easy, a little bit of adjustment, really no big deal. It was really pretty straightforward deal.
Did you get the slotted rotor disc?
They're slotted and drilled,
Right.
and they're pretty much the biggest thing I could put on a street car. And luckily, I already had larger rims came from the factory.
Yeah, that they actually fit. in
Yeah,
there.
they fit without any problem. So
Yeah, that's good.
everything was good.
Yeah.
You know, when I modify mine, I put stickers on it. That's the extent of my modifications.
Well, what had happened was when
Yeah.
I replaced the brakes, I put softer brakes on. Just mail ordered, and so it stopped better than stock. But nevertheless, I wanted some justification to get some big brakes.
Yeah.
Well, you found it, man.
Yeah.
You found it.
That's what when my first Mustang '67 coupe when I was in high school. Yeah, I had 5 or 6 stickers on each side, thinking it made it go faster. Yeah.
Every sticker adds
Well,
5
every time you
horsepower.
buy an aftermarket product, like I had the air shocks, the hijack,
Mhm.
was it the one with a bunny on it? And yeah, they come with stickers. What are you supposed to do with it? Put it on the side of the car. Buy a carburetor Holly. You got to put the Holly sticker on it.
You
Man.
got to do that.
Now
And even if you don't have a Hurst shifter, you got to put
Yeah.
the sticker on there.
Now that '67 had drum brakes on it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, those were
They were
not-
horrible.
They were
yeah.
not good.
No.
Drum brakes.
Oh,
What a
man.
challenge! Doing a brake job with those. What a pain in the neck.
Well, my '69 Mustang, I drag raced it a lot with drum brakes, and it finally got fast enough. It was becoming sort of difficult to stop because it was doing 105, 110 on the quarter mile.
Well,
And so I went to the junkyard and got some Ford good factory brakes, and I got on those brakes just as hard as those I did with those drum brakes. I thought that car was going to flip over on its front end. They worked so much better.
yeah. Mine was standard, so if I couldn't stop, I'd just throw it in low gear. It's like,
Just change your transmission later on, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Change the clutch.
It's like anything else with advancement of technology. I mean, disc brakes didn't come along at first, and so you didn't know any different,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the
No,
difference between an SLR and a DLSR, SLR, world of difference for you.
You'd be surprised. I still shoot a DSLR.
A DLSR, well, you shoot a DSLR,
Digital.
right?
Digital.
But do you still shoot an SLR?
No, I still
'Cause-
own one for gathering dust, but that's
Because
all.
you can't find anybody to develop the film anymore.
No, you can. The business is still film, and some people have asked me, David, would you go back to film? Well, like we discussed earlier, I did a lot of industrial photography. There is no way in the world I'd go back to film.
Well, that's because Fox Photo doesn't have those little booths for you to drop
Right.
off and pick it up.
No. No, they don't. But that's another discussion. But we loved when. In fact, that's when I first started going digital. Was the company supplied us with digital photography
Yeah.
cameras, and they weren't real good. But for inspection work, they were so much better than film because film you'd shoot, and they want the inspection now. So 2 hours later, you find out it didn't come out right, and that didn't work with them.
Right.
So when they bought some digital cameras, you could shoot it, and you knew
You
right
just
now
look
if
at
it
it.
was going to do the job or not. So
Yeah.
I would never go back to film.
I can remember going up to J.C. Penney Studios there at the headquarters in Plano.
That's probably about the best thing that came out of digital, that you could see it instantly.
It really is, because that was a problem. It's so difficult to do machinery inspection photography, and you'd shoot it, shoot it. There we go, and that was a game changer.
Right.
Yeah, so some of those cameras, those were high-end cameras when they first came out.
They were not very good, and they were real expensive.
Oh yeah, yeah. It took a while for that to get the sensors and everything, the chips and everything to work right. So,
Oh my gosh, they were thousands of dollars when thousands of dollars was a whole lot of money.
yeah.
So now is the Mustang fixed and everything's working properly?
Oh yeah. I just didn't drive it.
Yeah.
I thought.
And
of
what
it.
year is your current Mustang?
Well, I have two. I have a '99 Mustang convertible, and it's all restored, and it's really pretty well modified, but not terribly fast. And then I've got a 2020 Mustang PP2, and that's a Ford limited production high performance, and that thing is fast and nice. And the only thing I did with it was just make payments.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the 99, I think it was, barely 200 horse at the time? That 4.6 came out?
Oh no, it was rated at 260 and wouldn't do it. You
Okay.
had to do modifications to get the 260
The
they talked
260,
about. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it did it in the lab.
Right. The engineers got 260 out of it, and then by the time the bean counters got through with the exhaust system and stuff, it had problems.
Well, I got a story for you there with Ford and the GT350 when it first launched, but we'll save that for when we're not on the air.
Okay.
Hey, after this, I don't know about Robert, or you, but I'm going to the Northside dinner meeting, the business meeting. You going,
Yes.
Robert?
I'm going. I'm following right behind you.
I'm shocked.
Yep.
You're going. So we're all three going to that after this, and it's probably about time for us to close out. But before we do, I wanted to mention that I posted something on Facebook earlier this week about Aunt Reba calling me, and when she would call me, I'd always take her phone calls, if at all possible. And if I missed a call, I'd return her call. This is an aunt by a marriage I'm divorced in now, right? I've been divorced for a few years. She still called me a couple times a week, and she passed away July 4th. But just really wanted to say to always take those phone calls, because you never know when a person needs you. And Jean Way is 88 years old, and when Jean calls, I take that phone call. I don't miss a call.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're listening to this at all, make sure you take that phone call, because it's important to somebody out there.
Yeah.
All right. So anyhow, so off the soapbox, and let's get this thing closed out.
It's a good message because, I'm losing my dad. So
Yeah,
you
that,
never know, when the last time you're going to see somebody.
That's right. You never know when you're going to talk to him for the last time. We don't have that. Here's your closing date thing. So
Before we go, there's one funny story about my dad, and this came up because they wanted to hear funny stories, at the funeral and everything. Was my '67 Mustang, senior year, I was going through clutches, and so I had a Texaco's gas station across the street from Sam Houston High School, and so they put my first clutch in and everything, and about, I don't know, 2 months later, it was going out. So my dad thought that was too soon. So my dad went down to the Texaco station and says, "You need to warranty his clutch." And I didn't know he was going down there. And so they come out there and they said, "Well, we're not going to warranty his clutch because you don't know how many times that boy goes around Sam Houston High School every day." And they says he put some miles on that car.
And do some hard launches in the
So
process.
He come back home and told me about that. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to cover you, but
Yeah, couldn't do nothing now.
And good thing they didn't have cameras then like they do today.
Yeah.
You've been in a lot of trouble.
That's good. Yeah.
David, we can't thank you enough for coming in, man. I hope you had a good time in here with us. We certainly enjoy your videos.
Well, thank you. It was a nice experience, and thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, we
Oh,
appreciate
you're
you.
definitely going to be back.
We're bringing them back.
I'll do it.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. That is it for this episode of Cruisin' Car Club Talk. I'm Randy Weldon. That's Robert Helmer.
Helmer. Yeah.
Almost got it right. Dana Pritchard's missing, but we'll get her to do at least a zoom in or something. This is David Meine, who does our videography for us. And locked up back there in the sound booth / safe room is our sound engineer and producer, Dick Schischler. We are broadcasting from the studios at Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 and 106.1 FM, and streaming worldwide at irlonestar.com, on Facebook and on YouTube.
And don't forget to go to our website, cruisincarclubtalk.com, all one word.
I'm going to check that out one of these days.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you zooming in, or whatever you did, however you found us.